Well, an introduction about differences between a sort of entry-level crawler against something that's a bit more than entry-level, a comparison. So this is the Kanyon, and as you can see, the other model is a Absima Sherpa, which is 1/10 scale, and the Kanyon is meant to be 1/10 scale, but closer to 1/8. You see it's quite a size difference between them. Wheels are obviously a little bit bigger. So let's have a quick look around it. This model at current day prices as of March 2021 is 160 quid. That's enough. There. Yes, we know. £160, entry level. Why is it that cheap? Well, first of all, the body, it's not a hard body, it's a very flexible Lexan body. These surrounds on the windows, on all of them, are actually stickers, rather than being as a painted item. The lights work. You've got headlights at the front, spotlights, and there's rear lights, but they're on a third channel. You can't turn them on and off. The best that you can do is there's a lead in there. Might as well do it through the window. Where are we? Can you see that? Not brilliant, is it? This lead, that one there, that just wires into your lights. So you either wire it in, have the lights on, or don't wire it in and have the lights off. It comes with a Tamiya style battery connector, which again, if you look in there, where are we? Just there. I've used Dean's connectors, and I just got an adapter rather than cutting the wires and soldering or whatever. Just got an adapter, so all of my Dean's connectors batteries will fit. It comes with a 18 milliamp hour NiCad battery, which will last about 15 minutes, takes about 3 hours to charge. You can change it to run on the lipos, which is a fairly simple operation. It's all in the instructions, and I'll be running this on 2S. I don't know if it will run 3S, if it will cause any damage to anything, to the ESC or the motor. I've got no idea. So play it safe, I'm running it on 2S. Underneath, everything, it's all plastic underneath, although these are metal here, but the axles are plastic, all the linkages are plastic, drive shafts are plastic, basic motor, oil-filled adjustable shocks, and that's it really. There's not much else you can say. Beadlock tyres on plastic wheels. The tyres are a pretty soft compound, which is good. I quite like that. And it's all upgradable. You can upgrade it, get all the spare parts for it. I'll just point it out. There's the lead for the lights. So yeah, it's all upgradable. If you want to change the lights, which people have done, There's some modifications which people have done to strengthen across these two mounts, where the body mounts are, and also people have done a modification across the back here, because apparently it splits up here after like a few rolls and whatever, or it can split. So they've strengthened this just by putting a big lollipop stick across, just to make it a bit more substantial. So that is the FTX Kanyon, but if you compare it to the Absima, which is sort of in a fashion on par really with the SCX, was it Axel SCX 10 I think it is, and I'm trying to think of the other one, TRX4, Traxxas TRX4. This model, as of March 2021, is about 379, I think, about that price. So it's a higher end up model. The Kanyon is a 3-channel radio, and this is, I think it's a 6-channel radio, but it has a lot more functions on it. So what you have is a much stiffer body. You've got inner wheel arches. It's sort of all these metal. That's an add-on. That's added on. Diff guards, but all that's metal. You've got moulded inner arches to keep all the worst of the dirt out. It's 2-speed. It will run on 3S. beadlock wheels, which are plastic. Nice compound tyres. You also have locking diffs, which is operated from the radio. So there's a cable for the rear locking diff, and that's the cable for the front, and you can lock those independently. The FTX is a permanent 4-wheel drive, and the diffs are permanently locked. You can't do anything about that. With this model, you can run it with open diffs to give you a better turning circle, or you can lock the back, or have the back open, lock the front, or you can lock both. Your choice, whatever you want. The lights you can turn on and off from the radio. The second speed, if you put it into its higher speed, it has turn indicators on and they flash, which lets you know that you're in a higher speed. And that higher speed is quite good for when you're in a difficult situation and you need that wheel speed to get you out. So that's the comparison. That's what you're paying for, is a much more advanced model to a really basic entry level model. And there's nothing wrong with this. It's really good. It gets you into the hobby. It's good fun. You can upgrade it, so you can change all the radio gear if you wanted to in both models, and people do. You can put different lights on. You can take the lights off. You can do whatever. It's a fun hobby. One thing to mention about the radios is the Kanyon radio, 6 batteries, which I don't think anyone says about. But 8 batteries in the controller, 8 of them. Controller, people say they're sort of real cheap, but it's going to be cheap. But it's got a nice rubberised wheel on there. All of your controls and switches are in here. You've got reverse switches, forward, reverse, your servos, servo limiters, trimmed controls, all that good stuff in there. So the controller, I don't think it's bad for what you're paying, compared to controller for the Sherpa, whereas if I didn't drop it, you've still got all the same sort of things, same sort of buttons under there. You have your locking diffs are operated on here. You've got on off. You've got lights, an extra channel for 2-speed, all that sort of stuff. Again, it's a Dunborg sort of derivative controller, which isn't a bad thing. Yeah, 6-channel. So it is what it is. Can't complain. And I think that the Sherpa competes quite well with the more expensive models of Traxxas and Axial. I think it does very well against them. And I'm very pleased that I've got this model above those, because they're like over £500. And you can upgrade these just the same. The parts aren't there at the minute, not all of them, but you can upgrade them. You can get the parts through the Absima website, or you can go on your eBays or whatever. Hey, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. It's a new channel, and Dad and daughter would be really pleased to put your comments below what you think and to show what you have. Thanks again for watching, and happy RCing.